All right, so we are about to head back into Deerfield Beach from South Inlet Park here on Deerfield Beach Island. Just looking left and right just to be safe exiting or entering the roadway. And so now we are going to travel southward back into Deerfield Beach. And I'm going to go at slightly beneath the speed limit. Hopefully I won't infuriate too many drivers, but I want to ensure that the wire that I've affixed to the hot shoe keeps the, well, I have a twisty tie rather that's affixed to the hot shoe around the wire that connects the receiver to the to the camera, and hopefully that's keeping it out of the stitch line. So again, we are headed south back into Deerfield Beach from the north end of Deerfield Beach Island. And again, have a look around at these gorgeous condominiums along State Road A1A. So now we are coming up on County Line, which I had mentioned before. It is just up here where you see this third pedestrian sign, and actually where you see this woman about to cross A1A here. We are crossing County Line once we cross this walkway here. All right, so we're crossing County Line, and now we are officially in Deerfield Beach. And so again, I'm going to take you down, let's call it the Deerfield Beach Walk. It's not necessarily a promenade. It's a mile-long stretch from the Kirk Cotterill Pavilion, which is a family that owns a very popular surf shop here on the island called Island Water Sports. All right, so here on your left, we are passing the Kirk Cotterill Pavilion. And this is the start of the Deerfield Beach Walk. All right, so now we are at the northern end of the strip, but we're gonna bypass this, go down the walk, and then hopefully double back if the camera battery doesn't die and go through the strip proper. All right, so we have pedestrians. I'm gonna shoot past this guy so I can make this left to get onto the walk. All right, and so now we are officially about to head down the Deerfield Beach Walk. Feel free to look around, see the sights and sounds. An interesting point about Island Water Sports is they had a location all the way in Tallahassee, Florida, where I grew up outside of rather, in a small town called Monticello. And one Christmas, my mother bought me my first skateboard from that Island Water Sports. It was a Vision Shredder. And I'm gonna go on the side of these cars here because they're waiting to park. That's another beauty of having a scooter here on Deerfield Beach. You can kind of sidestep all this traffic. Yeah, so that island water sports was there all during my formative years, and every time we went to Tallahassee, we would, or my mother would stop by that island water sports, and I used to walk through that store and look at all the surfboards and the skateboards, and it's just a full circle moment to live in the small beach town where that surf shop originated. All right, so we are about maybe halfway down the Deerfield Beach Walk here. Again, it's a mile-long sidewalk from the Kirk Cotterill Pavilion all the way down back to A1A, just on the north side of the Embassy Suites Hotel. All right, so now we are about to continue on the second half of the Deerfield Beach Walk. Again, feel free to look around. We have a gentleman crossing the roadway here, but he won't impede our motion. All right. So we're now on the last stretch of the Deerfield Beach Walk. As you can see, it's packed with parking all the way down. So another public service announcement to arachnophobes, although there are not as many banana spiders here in Deerfield Beach. To arachnophobes and other visitors, if you want to come to the beach, get here early. Parking is at a premium, particularly at the most popular times of the day. If you look off to the left here, there's a little outing or landing where people have a lot of ceremonies. As you can see, someone's getting married. Good for him and good for her. Hope it lasts. If you have a car backing out, I'm going to go ahead and keep going because, again, I have battery considerations. Here's the Embassy Suites on the right and the last lifeguard tower on the left, or back on your left. All right, so when we get to the end of the Deerfield Beach Walk here at A1A, I'm going to check the battery and hopefully we'll have enough juice to double back and then come back through the strip and then onward to conclude our tour at Sullivan Park. All right, I may have enough battery. We'll give it a go here. And I'll try to speed up. I'm just looking to check I have a remote. A watch, like it's a remote for the camera, but it also has a small screen if you look down on my right wrist, which gives me the output of the camera because I can't see it with it affixed to my forehead. All right, so this is the south end of Deerfield Beach Island. We're headed back towards the drawbridge where we will go underneath the drawbridge, back to County Line, and then back down into the Deerfield Beach Strip, through the Strip, back to Hillsborough Boulevard to go back over the bridge and end up at Sullivan Park where we started. And I'm really trying to push through here because I don't want the camera to die. So I will not talk through this stretch, pick up my speed, and you can look around and enjoy the sight, or sights, plural. Okay, so just ahead is Hillsborough Boulevard. We're gonna make this next left. And here on the corner again is where my old duplex used to be. Really enjoyed living there. All right, so now this is a access road that goes back under the beach. This is a secret for anyone that's going from, let's say, anywhere in Pompano Beach southward up to Boca Raton northward on A1A, where we crossed from Embassy Suites. So you would be making a left there. If you go through this area, you will side skirt all the beach traffic that is typical of this area on any weekend, or particularly 4th of July. But most people don't know that, and they're stuck in bumper to bumper traffic all along A1A from Lighthouse Point until north of Boca. So little local tip for those who are savvy. All right, I'm just gonna give a watch check really quick. Okay, we're still good. Again, I'm gonna shoot through this area pretty quickly to get back to A1A so we can go through the strip. I really hope you've enjoyed this tour. Hopefully my delivery hasn't been too distracting. I know there have been some occasional ums and ahs, but I try to be conscientious of it, as we all should. I particularly hold that we as English-speaking Americans, or individuals who are speaking or speaking English as a second language, we typically don't speak in complete sentences, oddly enough. But that shouldn't be an excuse to not speak, let's just say, with proper diction and nuance. All right, so we're coming back up here on County Line. We're gonna make a right. Check my watch again. Battery's somewhat good. We got a little bit of juice left, so I'm really pushing it. All right, so we are going along. Now we're heading east on, I don't know the name of this road. We'll find out when we get to the end of it, or here at the next cross street. But this is the county line that separates Broward County from Hillsborough County. If you look to your left, this is Southeast 31st Street. So you're here at A1A. I'm going to stop, check my monitor, camera monitor, and look to my left to make sure it's safe to cross the roadway here. All right, we got a little bit of juice, we got space, so I'm gonna take off here. Oh, I forgot to mention my favorite home here in Deerfield Beach, my #1 favorite home is here on the left. You can see, I'm sorry, on the right. I'm going to slow down. When we get past this little building here, you'll see a widow's peak or a widow's perch to your right. That home is my favorite home in Deerfield Beach, because from that vantage point you can see the jetty, the Boca Jetty, as well as the Deerfield Beach Pier. So it would be my dream to wake up and walk to the top of that perch with a tea or some water and just sit there and look at the break all the way from the pier all the way up into Boca. That would be my heaven on earth. All right, quick watch check. Okay, we're good. So we're headed through what is locally known as the Deerfield Beach Strip. So here on the right, we have Flanagan's, which most people who live in South Florida are very familiar with. All right, we got some nice birds on the wire there. All right, so now we're going down here through Deerfield Beach proper. We have Billabong Surf Shop, which is the newest, one of the newer surf shops. There's only 2 here, Island Water Sports and Billabong. And Island Water Sports is right here on the right, where you see this sign and these young ladies walking out of the parking lot. That's Island Water Sports. All right, that used to be Brew's Room on the right, which was very popular. It was really sad to see that place close down after the pandemic. Sorry for the motion. I was giving myself another quick watch check. All right, so now we're coming back up on Hillsborough Boulevard, and we will be going back over the beach westward from Deerfield Beach Island on to Deerfield Beach. Checking my watch, got a little bit of juice. Hopefully I won't die here, or it won't die, the battery won't die here at this. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he's trying to go across. Oh, nope. So let's see. I'm looking at my watch. I'm just shy. I'm gonna go for it. Oh no, the drawbridge. Well, hey, I think this is as good a time as any to end the tour. We wanted to go all the way back to Sullivan Park, but I guarantee you the camera will die by the time this drawbridge cycles here. So I will sign off here, stuck at the drawbridge here on Hillsborough Boulevard to conclude the tour. Wanted to go all the way back to Sullivan Park, but circumstances didn't allow. All right.